folks, I'm Vasel here, and I'm doing Best of Publishers series. Now, in my Best of Publishers series, I've gone through many different publishers, but some games have a gazillion publishers because they are public domain games. Anybody can do those. So anybody, for example, can make a set of Go. No one owns the game of Go. You will not see Go on my list. It is a great game, but it makes my mind melt when I play it. However, I do have 10 games here on my public domain list, so let's get started. Number 10, Blackjack. I'm not a gambler. I don't like to gamble, but the game of Blackjack still fascinates me as you try to get to 21. If there is a game that uses Blackjack mechanisms in it when you design it, that is something that I find very intriguing. I like this game, Blackjack. Number 9 is Spoons. Again, this is a game that many published games have made better, but the idea of getting 4 of the same card in your hand and then kind of letting your partner know this secretly without other people finding out, I find that entertaining. Number 7 is Celebrities. Now, Celebrities has been done by many companies, most notably from R&R Games, Time's Up. But there are many other companies that have done it too, but you could literally play Celebrities on your own. Get together, write down some names, put them in a hat, and then you you give out as many clues as you want. Round 1, round 2, one-word clues. Round 3, no clues at all, just miming. Great fun. Let's see, number 6 here is Hearts. There's a lot of card games out there, a lot of trick-taking. I tend to like Hearts there. A trick-taking game where hearts give you points. You don't want points, or the queen. I also like playing with the Jack of Spades also, where the Jack of Spades gives you a negative 10 points. That's my preferred way of playing, but it doesn't really matter. Hearts to me is fun anyway. Simple rules. Many people overall played it, mostly on their Windows computer, but a great game, Hearts. Number 5 is Chinese chess. Now, to be clear, I did not say Chinese checkers. I hate that game. But Chinese chess, I think I like this actually a little bit better than chess, which you'll notice has not made my list either. Again, I consider chess to be a fine game. I don't enjoy it. Chinese chess, though, I enjoy more. There's some restrictions on what pieces can move more. There's pieces that have ranged attacks, possibly because I don't feel like it's been done to death strategy-wise like chess has been. Maybe that's tend to be why I like this one better. But Chinese chess, or whatever the different words are you use to give this its name. Number 4 is Werewolf. Lots of people make Werewolf. Ted Alsbach from Bezier Games makes Ultimate Werewolf. I think Asmodee made a version of it. Many companies make different versions of it. But Werewolf, or Mafia, where some people are werewolves or Mafia members and everyone else is trying to figure out who they are. You likely have played a game of this at a gathering at some point. I love it. Werewolf. Number 3 is, I have lost my place here, Bluff. Bluff, or Liar's Dice. This game from Richard Borg initially is in public domain, and many people make different versions of it where you roll dice under a cup and then reveal, or you basically say how many you think there are of each number, and then you're trying to look at someone else and go, do they really have 5 fives? Do they really think, well, I don't know. Really cool game. This one has just always done well at conventions and such. Liar's Dice, or Bluff, whatever you want to call it. We are at number 2. Number 2 is Carome. This one has a lot of nostalgia for me. Carome, a big board where you can play all different things on it, and little rings as you flick them around, and there's nets in each of the corners. I always thought that was a really cool idea for games, and especially many Carome boards would come with all sorts of different flicking games, but I liked Carome. Very similar to that is my number 1, which is Crokinole. Crokinole, again, is a board that any company can make. You make these Crokinole boards. Crokinole has very specific rules where you're flicking discs, trying to get them into that middle area, or trying to get the most points as possible. But each time you flick them, you must hit another disc if there is one on the board. Really enjoy this game. A lot of strategy, a lot of really cool things you can do. Beautiful sets out there exist. That's my favorite public domain game. Again, I didn't mention chess or checkers or Chinese checkers or Go. There's lots of public domain games out there. Poker, spades, whist, bridge. Tell me what your favorites are in the comments below. Until next time, this has been Best of Publishers, or I guess in this case, non-publishers, public domain.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.